I will say this: the older I've gotten, everybody loves a story that starts with "the older I've gotten." You know that's going to be a good one. The older I've gotten, the more, the more forgiving I have felt about an individual person in front of me who doesn't share my values. Like, it's really easy to see groups of abstract people out there who exist, who don't share my values, and who do things that I think are shitty, and to feel bad towards those people. And then when one of them is sitting in front of you, I'm not saying that, which was like, oh, what you do, your actions don't matter, but I feel more forgiving of that stuff to a degree. To a degree. I certainly wouldn't judge somebody for buying DJI.
I would suggest that the older you get, the more you understand that your thought processes are based on a lot of information, not just general, offhanded, one-note things. And that's probably how many people operate.
Yeah.
So, like, most people have a reason to believe what they believe, whether it's correct or not, whether you believe it's correct or not. But, like, that's what I've noticed is, like, that comes from somewhere. Like, they were raised a certain way and they have genetics and they grew up a certain way and they had experiences, and, like, those all lead into why those people believe what they do. And dismissing it offhandedly as though they're a group of people without any thought is a bad way to handle it.
Yeah. Yeah. And, yeah, that's interesting. It's actually thought-provoking.
We don't have to stay on this forever, but there's a talk I heard by someone who was on Russell Brand's podcast, and her suggestion is that she believes everyone is actually trying the best they can. The difference is we misunderstand what that means, right?
Yeah.
Because the best you can is actually just a product of your environment and your brain and what you've experienced and all the things that you're doing and how all the neurons are firing right now. And whether you have control over it or not, technically, you actually are a product of everything that has happened. So we should have some compassion for those people instead of assuming that they're bad.
Right. And compassion doesn't necessarily mean accepting bad behavior or harmful behavior.
Correct.
But the other piece of it, this is the other thought that I had that didn't quite come to me, was that it's extremely rewarding, especially in an internet chat, to find someone who's done something that you can get self-righteous about and rail at them. Because at the end of the day, they're not going to punch you in the nose or look you in the eye. They're just an abstract, some characters on screen. And you get all the, like, yes, I am a good person because I don't buy DJI and I stood up for that today. And so you can be prone to do that in a way that, it doesn't really, but you haven't really done anything. You just pissed somebody off and made yourself feel sort of vaguely superior. Except you don't, do you? Like, I always come out of those arguments and, like, I want to feel like, yes, I really showed that guy. And I always vaguely feel like shit. I don't really make the world better. I just pissed somebody off and made myself feel like shit. So, anyway, moving on.